Hey Disney family, and welcome back to my channel. So I am actually doing a requested video which is about Disney pin trading. Now there are tons of these on the internet, there's plenty on YouTube, but because this was requested by somebody, I figured I would share my knowledge of Disney pin trading. Now one thing to know, Disney pin trading was started when I was a teenager, so I wasn't super into it. However, I've collected a lot of really cool pins over the years, and I'm going to share some of my favorites with you as well. Now I'm first going to go over the rules. If you already know the rules of Disney pin trading, feel free to speed along to my favorite Disney pins, but let's get started on the rules of Disney pin trading. So the first rule is it must be a Disney pin. So that means that it is bearing the Disney trademark on the back of the pin. It also must represent a Disney event, place, icon, character, or location as well. Pins should be in good, undamaged, and tradable condition. To keep this a safe pin trading experience, make sure that you have the back on the pin and it is being given to the other person with your hand. Guests may trade a maximum of 2 pins per cast member per day. Please make sure you don't touch the other person, whether it be another guest or a cast member's lanyard. Make sure that if you want to see a closer look, just ask them to bring the pins closer to you. Money, gifts, and receipts cannot be traded for a pin. You have to trade a pin for another pin. When trading with a cast member, make sure that the pin that you are trading isn't already displayed on their lanyard or their pin carrier. Operating participant pins, which means ABC or ESPN, are tradable as long as they have the Disney logo on the back. Plastic, rubber, or non-metal pins are not accepted for pin trading. Personalized name pins are also not acceptable to trade. Brooch style or claspable pins are also not accepted to trade. Disney Service Awards, Partner Awards, the name tags are also not accepted to trade. So let's get into the fun part of my favorite pins that I own, and the reason why these pins are my favorite, or I love them so much, is usually because they have some sort of special meaning or they are just important to me. So let's get started. Now the first pin is special to me because it was an exclusive pin. You had to go to Disney Springs for it. I actually talked about it. You guys saw it in a vlog, my most recent Home for the Holidays vlog, and it is the Cinderella's carriage. Let's see. And I love this pin because I just think it's so cool. You could only get it those 2 days that you were in Disney Springs, and so because it's so exclusive, I really love this pin. Now this next pin I actually got on May the 4th, and it was a May the 4th be with you. You had to get it at the Disney store. I got it on the Disney store lot, and I'm not sure if they offered it in other places, but I went to the lot. I visited my sister while she was working, and I went to the Disney store, and I got this Boba Fett pin. And it was an exclusive. You had to spend a certain amount of money to get this pin, and it was only given out on that day. Now this next pin we actually got because we won a trip to Walt Disney World, and it was during the Magical Gatherings, and we did a special Magical Gathering. It was a special party that was catered, and we got to see a special viewing of Illuminations, and this pin was on it, and you can see it says Illuminations on it, and then it's got different countries, and I just love this pin. This next one is only sold at the soda shop on Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, so you actually have to go to the Disney soda shop, and here is the pin, and it's got Mickey and Minnie sharing a milkshake, and I just adore this pin. I think it is so cute, and I love it. I just love that pin. I just think it's so cute. Now this next pin was my first run Disney event, and I got it when I ran my Disney Princess Half Marathon. So obviously it has special meaning because it was my first ever run Disney event, and I just love the crown, and it's just a really special pin to me. Now this next one was from my former boss, who is such a great guy, and he went to New York with his daughter because he really loves Broadway, and he got me this Donald Duck New York pin that I just adore, and I put it on my teaching bag because he gave it to me, and it was just a really thoughtful gift, and it's really special. So he got it from the Disney store in New York. Now this next one was one of the first pins that I got, and it was when the Eiffel Tower was still the mascot for Hollywood Studios. And it's got the Epcot ball, the Tree of Life, and obviously the castle. And it says 4 parks, 1 world, and I just think it represents me very well. Now this next pin is really cute and sweet and small, and I just adore it. It is, there we go. It is the Disneyland Railroad train, and you can see it's got the little D for Disneyland. And it's just a tiny, cute little pin, but I love it. So this next one is both my favorite color and what used to be my favorite ride when I was able to spin when I was little, and it was the teacups. So it's just a cute pink teacup, and yeah, it just used to be one of my favorite rides. This next pin is, you guys will know, it is self-explanatory. It's Mickey doing a self-portrait of himself, which is Walt Disney. So, I mean, I feel like no words necessary for this pin. Now going along with the pin that I had just talked about is this one. It is the Eiffel Tower. And to me, Hollywood Studios is always going to be represented by the Eiffel Tower. No matter how many times they change the mascot, this is always going to be my representation. Now this is another exclusive pin. We have been AAA members for forever, and this was a AAA exclusive pin. And it is Pinocchio driving to, I assume he's driving to Disney World, right? Now we are getting down to the last 2. Here is another one of my very favorite pins. It is Countdown to Extinction, which is the former name of Dinosaur. And to me, it's so cool that I have this pin because the ride no longer exists, and I have a pin to show that it did used to exist. Well, I mean, the ride still exists, but the name of the ride no longer exists. Here is my favorite pin, and it's my most favorite pin that I've ever purchased, that I've ever had, that I've ever traded, and I think it has a lot to do with just my love for Disney in general, but I always thought I would get married here. I always thought I would get married in Walt Disney World. I didn't. I got married in LA. But I did get engaged in Disney World, which I've talked about. I got engaged at the Beauty and the Beast stage show. And this is where I always thought I would get married. I always thought I was going to get married at the wedding pavilion. And I love this. The little Cinderella carriage moves. And it's just my most favorite pin ever. I just think it's so cool. So if you guys like this video, please leave me a comment and let me know your favorite pin of mine. I have a much larger collection, and in fact, if you would like to see my much larger collection, I'd be happy to do a full pin video. Just let me know in the comments that that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not joined my Disney family, I would love to have you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post new videos every week, and if you want to know when those videos are coming, go ahead and hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button. And as always, I hope to make your trip just a little more magical. See you guys real soon. Bye.